What is going on, community? What is going on, people of Earth? Welcome back to the Flash by Night channel, and today we're going to dive into What If issue number 28, and we're going to ask the question, what if Captain America had led an army of super soldiers into World War II? Now, quick backstory for me. If you've been hanging around my channel, you know, or probably know, that I collect Marine Corps books, and I also collect covers with Iwo Jima homages. And this is what we have here. But my guy Gary B, the casual comic guy, and the immortal Biggie Shaq both inspired me to actually open the book and see what's in it. And so I read it, and I want to share what I got from the book with you. So if I'm correct, the What If books usually start off with a true story, and I'm guessing that this interview with Ted Koppel actually happened in a Captain America book, where he was getting to know Captain America on TV. But of course, the Watcher steps in, and the Watcher gives us a story of Captain America if something different had have happened, hence the what if. And in this version, Steve Rogers ends up being president of the United States. So as you can see, there are a couple of changes here. First being that Dr. Erskine doesn't die after giving Steve Rogers the super serum as we know it. And also, if you look down at the bottom, Steve Rogers is leading a very different fascist United States. So how did we get here? So since he didn't die, Dr. Erskine wanted to get the super soldier serum recreated and mass produced so that A, it can benefit all mankind, but B, they can create an army of super soldiers to speed up the war effort in World War II. One of my favorite panels in the whole book is this page here, where you have Captain America and the rest of the super soldiers diving out of this plane. It kind of reminds me of the intro to that G.I. Joe movie, but that's neither here nor there. You can see this group of super soldiers, including Nick Fury and Dum Dum Dugan, making quick work of Hydra and the Nazis in general. But also what we see is that these super soldiers are a little bit more violent than Captain America had come to expect. And at one point, you see Steve having to stop Nick Fury from killing Hitler before he can bring him to justice. But here comes the fun part. After the war is over, after the day is saved, Cap and the rest of his super soldiers are sailing back to America when their ship is sunken, and the only person that survived was Captain America, Steve Rogers. After Steve makes it back, on the president's behest, he reveals his secret identity to the world. He's also named the head of S.H.I.E.L.D., and we kind of rapidly progress into this changed Steve. So over the next few years, there are shenanigans going on within the government over the super soldier serum and how it's used. By 1956, Steve becomes president of the United States. They take down Russia to make sure that there are no problems there. But even on the home front, there are problems. There's racial strife in this new America because the African American and other minorities could not get a hold of the super soldier serum that is helping to cure and create extra longevity for other Americans. Also, some of the extraordinary people that we know that would go on to become heroes, like the Fantastic Four, like the Incredible Hulk, like Spider-Man, get taken out inside of this new America, so there won't be any problems and there won't be any questions of Steve Rogers' authority. And over time, Steve Rogers keeps getting elected and reelected and reelected. And the only person who dares not to follow the orders of Steve Rogers and his new America is a man that ends up being Namor the Submariner. And after he escapes and takes down a few of the super soldiers that are trying to hunt him down, we find out that Namor has been trying to find some of his people to see if any of them have survived. Apparently things have happened under Steve Rogers' regime that has hurt the oceans, and he ends up in the Arctic looking for his people, but he finds something else. Namor finds a frozen Captain America. But my question is, if Namor finds a frozen Captain America, then who is running the country? I guess we'll have to find out whenever I find What If issue number 29. But that was what I got out of What If issue number 28. Also, now that we've gone through it, we'll take a look back at the cover and look who's the one person that doesn't have his hands on the American flag. They did some really good foreshadowing in this issue, and I'm glad I picked it up. I'm glad I read it. Of course, as I said before, I love this type of cover. I hunt it down whenever I can, but this was a pretty cool story, and I'm going to chase down number 29 to see what happens next. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you saw something you liked. If you did enjoy yourself, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you want to keep up with me, catching up with my comics, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Of course, feel free to leave comments, but as we always do at this time, love yourself, love others, find the real Captain America, and I will be back in a flash.